Hi, this is Sven at Manticore Arms, and today we're going to do a quick review of the Tag Banshee plate carrier. This is kind of the popular plate carrier right now. It was on sale not too long ago, and a lot of guys picked it up, so I thought we'd do a quick review just to show all the features so you can get a better feel for it. First item to point out, this is a multicam plate carrier, and you've got MOL or molly webbing, depending on how you pronounce it. It's got some Velcro up front, and it's interesting because the Velcro is actually on the face of the webbing. You've got a kangaroo pocket, as they call it here, and what this allows is there's some different pockets you can put in here that will Velcro in and allow you to carry magazines or other accessories, or you could even just, use it as a general administration pouch and stuff some maps or whatnot in there, pens, candy bars, or whatnot. Other features are it's got a drag handle, and I should also point out that on the back of the carrier you've got the same configuration of Velcro and molly interwoven here. And on the shoulders it's got another feature of there's yet some more straps. I wouldn't expect you to attach anything there, but this one right here on both shoulders is elastic, and it's meant for routing hydration or wires or whatnot. This is a typical bottom loader panel for the plate panel. You can see you pull this flap up. This actually, if you have the full cummerbund on it, is where the full cummerbund goes. And then there's a second panel here that peels up quite noisily, and your plate goes in there. What's interesting about this one is there is probably an 1/8 of an inch thick sheet of foam padding between you and the plate. That's something you don't see typically in more of the lower end plate carriers or the less expensive ones. And it's a minor feature, but I just think it's worth pointing out. You can see it's actually multicam on the inside too. One feature, or rather detriment, depending on how you look at it, that I wanted to point out was that on this panel here where you lift it up to attach your cummerbund, if you go with a full cummerbund, it's got this quick pull flap on it, and my understanding is the design idea behind this is that it folds up underneath to hold everything secure so your cummerbund doesn't come undone, and you can grab this and rip it loose and pull it up to quickly get the cummerbund off if you got to get out of the plate carrier in a hurry and have the full cummerbund on. I know a few people who've complained about this and said that when this is wrapped underneath, if you're just wearing a t-shirt or light clothing, it kind of defeats the purpose of having the padding against the back of the plate, because you now have this nice little strap and flap that's kind of rubbing against you. As far as it's concerned, I don't think there's really a security issue with the cummerbund coming off or everything coming undone here. You've got a double layer of Velcro that's probably 8 inches by 10 inches wide. It's a lot of surface to hang on to. I just let it ride free. It's hanging down. Maybe it looks kind of stupid, but it works, and makes it actually a lot easier to grab this and pull it in an emergency to, get out of the cummerbund. As far as the rest of the plate carrier, the shoulder straps here are an interesting design that I don't think anybody else has done before. You can see this bulge here and these crescent-shaped cuts. It's probably going to be hard to show, but you can just see in there, there's actually a quick-release buckle in there. And that's really nice because the way the plate carrier is designed, if you're not running a cummerbund, and we'll get to the side straps in a second, but most plate carriers, the shoulder strap, it's hard to get off. You got to get it over your head to get out of it in a hurry. And this one, you just reach in here, press on the sides, and bang, it comes loose. You've got padded shoulder straps here, and it's split because of the way the buckle's set up. And if I was to have one complaint about the carrier, this would be it. And it's not exclusive to the Tag Banshee, but a lot of plate carriers, they split the padded straps, which maybe looks real nice and sounds like a great idea until you have a guy who's not perfectly sized to have these come together, and they adjust it out, and now you've got a pad on front and a pad on back, but you have just normal nylon strap bearing on the actual shoulder. Or if you have a really small person and you adjust this way up with the tag, you can run out of room here, or even if you manage to snug it up enough, now the pad's overlapping. what I'd like to see, and I know there are 1 or 2 plate carriers that do this, is just to extend the pad all the way so it's loose and it's not attached on the front, and maybe there's a loop it hangs on. I think with the Banshee here, the reason they did it the way they did is just with this quick release, they didn't want the strap interfering. But, you know, it creates some design issues that maybe they're not a big deal, maybe they are, depending on your body size and your comfort level. They do make padded shoulder straps that you can put on it, and I tried them, but I found they actually added a lot of bulk and didn't really add anything as far as comfort was concerned. You will notice too, as I've mentioned in some previous videos, these straps do flare out, and the Banshee, compared to probably the other 5 or 6 plate carriers I've tried out, I find the straps ride farther out to the sides than any other plate carrier I've tried. And I actually like that. I found it moderately comfortable that way. It wasn't rubbing against my neck, and I could wear some rather bulky clothing, and it wasn't compressing the clothing against my neck. Personally, I prefer it when a plate carrier rides closer to the outsides of your shoulders. As far as the cummerbund or side straps, the Banshee is really unique in the fact that it comes with 2 different variations, and you don't have to buy anything separate. It comes with both sets of straps. What you've got here for the basic lightweight setup, which makes it more like a very plain carrier, is this Velcro loop system with some flaps on it. You can see here when I open it up that hooks through these loops on the front and the back of the carrier, and you just loop these guys over like this, and same thing on the front panel, and then it gives you a strap that you can adjust. Very, very simple, and the part I think that's really neat is it's removable. So what happens is if you have the cummerbund, like here, you can see, just barely fit it in the camera view. What happens is that you can remove these and you don't have these buckles underneath the cummerbund compressing against you, so you can set it up either way. The cummerbund is just basically a big MOLLE panel, and it's interesting that it has the webbing on the inside too, and from what I understand, that is so you can put some additional side plate carriers on it. It's got just some shock cord, and this part is the back of it. These would be the front, which would attach under the panel here. And this back, I'm not going to show in the video because it would take a bit to do, but there's a rear pocket here that slides through, so your shock cord's all concealed in there. The shock cord allows for some adjustment, and actually the cummerbund here has some hidden pouches built into it meant for soft armor, and so you can get your soft armor wrapped around your torso to protect your sides. So that's the Banshee plate carrier, and thank you for watching.